Hello everyone and welcome to this speed paint video. I've been getting comments about how my videos are usually too silent and they want something, a voice or music in the video. So instead of adding music, because I really don't like putting music with my drawing videos, I decided to add my own voice, and I'm going to talk about what's been going on in my head as I've been drawing this one. Check the stream, half of it, at least half of the progress is there on my channel. At first I decided to try and use line art. Yeah, I've never been really that good with lines, so I started with the shapes. I didn't care if the shapes are exactly in the correct or are they in the correct size, because I'm going to keep correcting these things as I go. I chose this image because I really love the colors of her face, and the hair was challenging, and I've been always finding difficulties in drawing this rough hair. Usually the hair that I draw is like smooth and silky and straight, and so I wanted to try something that I haven't done before, and I feel like it's important for you to find something to draw that is challenging to you, so that you don't freeze your progress. You should always like look for something that you didn't do before, so that you don't feel frozen in space and frozen in place. If you do something that you've never done before, it helps you improve, it helps you move. I connect this to movement because I feel like drawing isn't always just improving, it's also moving. You don't necessarily get better at drawing, sometimes you just change your style, and I think it's important to keep changing and keep moving, because if you get art block, this means that, or at least this is my theory, when you get art blocked, it means that you should be moving but you didn't move on, and so you should it's like it's the time for you to find something different to do. And that's what I do every time I get art block. I try to find styles, find pictures, find color schemes that I haven't done before. To me, when I get art blocks, it means like I've gotten bored with what I'm doing now, and now I need something new. At least that's how I translate it. Sometimes the mouse stops moving, or I stop drawing for some time and I take a break. I could have edited this part out, but I wanted to remind you to take breaks as you draw, and don't finish one drawing in one sitting. Staring at your work for long hours, your eyes start to not see the mistakes. And I'm sure you've done this before. You stopped drawing, you left the drawing for a day, and then you came back and you started seeing all these mistakes. It's helpful to take breaks, not just for your hand and your back, but it's also for your eyes. By the way, during this stream, I used to take long breaks, and I would leave the stream running sometimes for an hour. Sorry about that. I've lost some progress here, and my computer crashed, so I tried again, which is good. I'm thankful it happened, because I can now notice how we got this highlight on her face. So if you look at the full-size image, you can see that the lights in her face almost feel like bluish, purplish type of tone. Yeah, like I realized when I sampled the color that it looks like a very yellowy, greenish yellow, desaturated color, and that's what made her face look shiny. By the way, you may see the colors differently, because I've noticed that when I put this drawing on my phone, I can see a very huge difference between the colors of my computer screen and the colors of my phone. So you probably see the colors differently from what I do. So yeah, through drawing this, I've been caring more about getting the colors right instead of getting the shapes or the sizes of her face, or like her structure. I didn't care about the structure. I tried as much as possible not to sample the colors from the drawing itself until I feel really desperate. But most of the time I try to guess the color. The skin now looks a little more plasticky and too smooth, so I started adding texture to make it look like she has pores on her skin, like the reference image. And I start to add the freckles. After this point, the time lapse is getting faster and faster as I go more into the details. Usually creating these small details will take a longer time than how it was like at the beginning. So most of your progress is going to be at the beginning, at the first hour of the drawing. I've done a good job doing the eyes and the highlights and the freckles. I really loved that part, and I'm very especially proud with the eyes. I think the colors of the face aren't very accurate. I feel like I made the face extra red, and if I could, I would try again and not maybe try to use a more yellowish color for the midtones of the face. I think the hair needs more work, and I need more practice with this kind of hair. Finally, I corrected some of the redness. I added more detail to the hair and lips. I corrected the freckles that, by the way, were invisible during the end of the stream. They were there, but I made them invisible. And yeah, tell me if you like this voiceover. Was it good? Was it bad? Or if there is any way for me to improve it, or should I just keep the videos silent? I'm not gonna add any music anymore. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.